Hey, how's it going? Jeff Glaza here today. I want to talk a little bit about Wim Hof Method and self-development, commitment. Today was day 29 for me of doing the Wim Hof Method every day in a row. And today was a little tougher day. I've had several days in that mix of where sometimes it gets a little tough to stick with that commitment. I do a lot of self-development. I read a lot of books and listen to a lot of audio self-development books. A lot of videos on YouTube. Actually, I've been wanting to mention Joseph Rodriguez, his channel. He does a lot of self-development books, and he does reviews on them. He breaks them down. I mean, I don't know if anybody can compare to how meticulous he is in able to convey what's in a book. So if you're thinking about a book, you could see if he's already done a review on it and find out what's in the book and get some really nuts and bolts out of it. Listen to it a couple times and then you can then get the whole book if you want. Sorry about the light keeps changing with the video I see, but I should have a curtain behind me on that window. But got a beautiful day outside, but it's kind of cold yet here in Wisconsin, so I got a fire. Thought it'd be kind of nice to have the door open on there so I could feel and hear and see the heat. Share that as well. Reading Think and Grow Rich. So I've been studying this chapter on faith, right there, chapter 3. I want to read a little bit. Faith, visualization of and belief in attainment of desire. The second step toward riches. Faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with the vibration of thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to the infinite intelligence, as in the case of prayer. If I keep my head up here and block that light, it won't be so bad. The emotions of faith, love, and sex are the most powerful of all the major positive emotions. When the three are blended, they have the effect of coloring the vibration of thought in such a way that it instantly reaches the subconscious mind, where it is changed into its spiritual equivalent, the only form that induces a response from infinite intelligence. Love and faith are psychic, related to spiritual side of man. Sex is purely biological and related only to the physical. The mixing or blending of these three emotions has the effect of opening a direct line of communication between the finite thinking mind of man and infinite intelligence. How to develop faith. There comes now a statement which will give a better understanding of the importance the principle of autosuggestion assumes in the transmutation of desire into its physical or monetary equivalent. Namely, faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. So how does this apply to commitment and the Wim Hof Method? Well, you need faith. You have to start with a burning desire. There's a reason why you'd want to even start to expose yourself to cold and doing the breathing and making the commitment. So you got to get that burning desire that first, and know what you want. Know something. You got to have a goal. For me, it's to be the best pool player I can possibly be. And then also the best husband I can be, the best father I can be, the best grandfather. You can take it anywhere into life. What is riches? Riches are, money, but to have true riches, it's going to be something beyond money. Money will come when you become wealthy on the inside. And to do that, you need self-development. So how do you take that self-development to the next level? The Wim Hof Method. That's what's doing it for me. I've been doing the self-development for a lot of years, and the discipline and where the Wim Hof Method takes you. I'm on day 29 today, and it takes you beyond your limitations. It makes you go beyond your normal self and find what Napoleon Hill calls the other self. I'm going to do a video on that, and I got to do a little more reading and studying, but if you want to learn about that, get the book or listen to the video, the 5-hour version. It's on YouTube, of Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And in chapter 1, first there's an introduction. Sharon Lecter talks, and then in the first chapter, Napoleon Hill describes his life. And there's some pretty amazing things that I never knew about him before. But he goes through a trial, a real hard trial. And even though he wrote this book a year before that, he knew all the principles. He studied all the principles. He interviewed 500 plus men that were the most successful in that time 100 years ago, and actually it's almost 100 years ago. And he so he knew, he had the head knowledge of all these principles, and he actually accumulated wealth from it, but then he lost it all in the Depression. And right now it doesn't look so good around here in this time, so this can be some pretty valuable information to have and to be able to apply. And that's what Napoleon Hill, all of a sudden, he was like ready to give up. His language was of such where he was walking that plank, so to speak. And he was humiliated because the principles that had worked for him quit working, basically. He was hiding out and filled with fear. I'm going to get this talk going. That fear is the opposite of faith. And you can talk about faith, you can know about faith, you can write about faith, you can even pretend to yourself that you have faith. But if you have fears, you're really not applying faith. You have to get to where the rubber meets the road. Sometimes you have to get down to some hard times, or your goal has to be big enough and powerful enough to make you really dig, to make you get beyond, go push yourself beyond those fears. That's where this faith comes in. This faith, he says it's a state of mind. Faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created. Let's see, where was I reading that now? Another spot here, it says, in connection with this, consider again the statement, all thoughts which have been emotionalized, given feeling, and mixed with faith, begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent or counterpart. Well, if you're not seeing the benefits of faith, if the faith that you think you have, if you're not mixing these and emotionalizing your feelings and mixing it with faith, you're not attaining your goal. If you're not attaining your goal, you don't have the right faith. It's not deep enough. It's not applied to. So you need to study this. But we need to get that faith that's goes beyond understanding. Let's see, he says over here, not only thought impulses which have been mixed with faith, but those which have been mixed with any of the positive emotions or any of the negative emotions may reach and influence the subconscious mind. From this statement, you will understand that the subconscious mind will translate into its physical equivalent a thought impulse of a negative or destructive nature just as readily as it will act upon thought impulses of a positive and constructive nature. This accounts for the strange phenomena which so many millions of people experience, referred to as misfortune or bad luck. There are millions of people who believe themselves doomed to poverty and failure because of some strange force over which they believe they have no control. They are the creators of their own misfortunes because of the negative belief which is picked up by the subconscious mind and translated into its physical equivalent. So we have to get an awareness. We have to push ourselves beyond our normal comfort zones to be able to really truly see ourselves and to develop this faith and have a positive mental attitude and develop that, nurture that, cause that to grow, and that will start to magnetize, and your subconscious mind will start working on those things. It's already working on whatever it is you believe right now. That's what your subconscious is bringing to you. What's in your environment is what you're really creating. Because what you don't believe, if it comes into your life, if there's an opportunity that's the right opportunity for you, and you don't believe that opportunities are coming your way, you believe in that you're doomed and you have karma and you have bad luck, you're not going to see that opportunity. You're going to ignore it. You're going to sabotage it. No matter how nicely it's presented to you, you'll find a way to sabotage it because of your belief. So there's nothing real magical. It's just changing the belief, changing your faith, putting your faith in the positive things instead of the negative. And in order to do that, you have to have an awareness, a deep, conscious awareness. So how does this tie in with the Wim Hof Method? Breathing, lots of deep breathing. You're training yourself to be conscious. The cold makes you become conscious. As soon as you get in that cold, you're conscious of your breathing. You're not thinking about anything else. You learn focus. So it's bringing this awareness. Then you do the meditation. You feel the power coming in from the discipline, from getting in the cold, from having an awareness. You gain power, and then you meditate on that, and it becomes you, and then you see the progress every day, and you start to really develop faith in the method. You see the fruits. The fruits are what keep people going. You start a 5-day challenge or a 7-day challenge. I'd say go with a 20-day challenge or a 30-day challenge. Don't give up right away. Stick at it until you don't see any benefits anymore. Keep doing it every day. People do this every day for a year, every day for the rest of their life because of the benefits. And mix in the self-development, learn these principles, and do the Wim Hof Method at the same time. Get in shape at the same time. Do your exercises every single day at the same time as you're doing the breathing. Do the push-ups. Do some body weight type exercises, jumping jacks, get it on a trampoline, a little mini trampoline, get your body moving, and read something when you get up in the morning. Start your breathing right away. It'll start really coming together. Get the free app for on the website, Wim Hof Method. I'm just getting started. Maybe, I know I'm not perfect at these videos. I got a long ways to go, but I'm overcoming my fears of doing these videos, and they're helping me do them. They're helping me share the things that I'm learning. It's cementing these things in. And so please be patient with me and keep coming back and watching for more. I know I've got a lot in here, a lot of years, 33 years of studying and self-development, studying the Bible, and I've got a lot of ideas that are coming out. Every night I'm filling a page of writing down ideas, and it's getting stimulated, getting creative. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on with these, keeping on with the Wim Hof Method, coming up with more and more stuff that provides value. So if you're finding some value, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Be amazing. I love you. Namaste. The steepling for confidence. Feel confidence. Feel it. Bring it in. No matter where you're at. Okay? Have a good one.